goodness, what a game we're about to take a look at today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful, blessed, God-given day. Welcome back to the Comp channel, the competitive channel where we discuss Valorant esports, and eventually I'll get to other esports. But today we're going to talk about a match that I know most of you seen if you pay attention to Valorant. It was probably the best match that I've seen in a very, very long time. And this is what I was talking about with Valorant in the last couple of videos, is I wanted to see a match like this. And that's what we're going to talk about today. What's up, everybody? It's your host, the smoothest fingers. I know a lot of people say, are they really that smooth? But they're buttery smooth, baby. Don't worry about that. I put lotion on these hands. No, I'm just kidding, man. Welcome back to the channel. It's your man, ZahAZ. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Today, we're going to take a look at Sentinels versus T1. I went on a little bit of a Twitter rampage yesterday. Last night, me talking essentially about what happened with T1, what happened with Sentinels, how Sentinels was able to win, and some of the stuff behind that win. Sentinels looked more sloppy than anything, but T1, they looked a little bit more sloppy, and especially on Icebox, which I covered a while back when I did the 100 Thieves versus TSM, and how 100 Thieves essentially was able to beat TSM on Icebox and shut that down, which T1 did to 100 Thieves, and then 100 Thieves essentially picked that up and used it against TSM. And today we're going to look at how T1 ended up losing to Sentinels because they didn't implement their own strategy. I say this to the players all the time that I manage and I coach. I also say this to other people when I'm scouting and I'm going over them. Don't beat yourselves and don't fix what's not broken. If it's not broken, don't freaking fix it, please. It's annoying. It's stupid when you beat yourself and you do things that don't need to happen. That's how you lose games, and this is a prime example. So we're going to get on into the video. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's have a good video today. Let's keep the vibes high, and let's get a good scouting video in. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Valorant VOD. Welcome back. This is going to be a prime example of what I'm talking about. This is going to be the first thing. Let me go ahead and put this on 1080p, 60 FPS for you lovely viewers. Let's get this going. Okay, looks a lot better, a lot crisper. It's so crazy to me how 720p and 1080p, the difference between them, even though they're not that big, you know what I'm saying? All right, so essentially what you guys are going to see is the lineup and the setup that I told you guys beforehand, and this is going to be a round where T1 really show how good they are on Icebox. Remember, T1 is really good on Icebox, man. I really rarely see them lose, and you don't really see it. Now, again, let me also state this. Sick had a massive game, right? I mean, as a Sage getting 35 kills, he had a back-to-back ults on rounds, and I was like, damn, he has his ult already? Like, jeez. He has his ult right here, and he's going to get an ult like either this round or the next round, and then he's going to clutch a 2v1 later on in the game, which was absolute stupid by T1. I don't know why they peek, why Curry peeks after his teammate goes down, but again, we'll leave that for later on in the video. But right here, what you're going to see is the setup. Remember what I told you guys in the 100 Thieves and TSM video, link will be in the description for that as well, that you have to go up on Icebox and you have to shut this off. You have to do it almost every defensive round. A is really easy to retake. I've had a lot of people debate me on that and tell me it's not easy to retake, but if you play a certain setup, if you have a Sage, which again, it was really weird to me to see that these guys didn't have a Sage. Instead of running Sage, they ran Sky, and I don't know why. I like the rhyme. I don't know why that was a good idea. I don't agree with that. I understand Sky's really good with Sky. He's probably more comfortable with it. I understand she has healing, but I don't really know. And if you're going to play a healer like Sky or Sage, you really need to have them on B, because what you want to do is you want to have either a duelist or somebody who's really probably either top aim or one of your best aim players. You want them to play here, if not right here in the middle. You want to have them really shutting off B, shutting off the line of sights to B, and getting information and getting frags. You've seen this earlier on. The round before this, there was a two-piece that was able to happen because he peeked that, and it's like they went away from it. But what you see right here is Curry. He's going to be pushed up, or he's going to look over here. What it needs to happen is there needs to be a healer essentially at B. So if he takes damage or if he gets hit and he's just jiggle peeking, she's able to heal him, and they're able to play and cut off and play this side or play main B or mid B, excuse me. And they're going to have the person in the middle essentially rotate over, either shut this off or he's going to go back here and play this. Now, if it's an op like Jet or Spider here, you really want them to play back here with the op. But if it's not an op and it's a Vandal or preferably a Phantom, you want to get them essentially right here to cut this off and play this middle, while the other people or the other teammates rotate around here. This shuts this off. This allows you to make sure that they don't wall this off. It allows you to get a pick here while one's playing the top of B in this little, I guess you would say this building, I guess you could call that, and you have somebody playing bottom, and this eliminates at least gives the other team, the enemy team, which would be Sentinels in this case, it gives them a little bit of stress to be like, okay, they're still there, they're still pushing us, they're still fronting us, we need to make sure something, and make them rotate to A. Again, if they move away and they go to A, and they go over here, let them have a group up and retake. This happened earlier on in the game. Excuse me, my Discord was going crazy. I had to mute it real quick. All right, back into the video. If you see exactly what happens on a couple rounds before, T1 group up outside of here, and again, you guys can go watch this VOD and really check it out for yourselves. I'm just highlighting what's going on right now. You'll see them group up right here and then push in and retake. A is not that hard to retake because they have to play back here most of the time, and if you can clear out this area right here within A, you're pretty much set, because then they're going to be pushed right here and you guys can take and get a height advantage right here at the top of A in this little corner right on this box. Again, I don't really have a call out for that box. I don't really know the call out for it. Different teams have different things, and I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression, but that is what it is. So essentially what we're going to be talking about here is we're going to go ahead and play the video, and we're going to show you guys how exactly that this unfolds. Again, I don't really see the great, and again, you can even play Killjoy if you're going to play her on A, so that when the retake happens, you know exactly what's going on and what's happening right there. I just don't like the setup from T1 because they proved when they almost thrashed 100 Thieves, and I think 100 Thieves right now is better than Sentinels. I think they're better than T1 too, but I think 100 Thieves is just far more superior, and they just absolutely handled them on Icebox. But remind you, T1 didn't even play well against Cloud9. They just came out straight flat. They didn't play well on Icebox at all, and it's really what ended up hurting T1. Anybody who makes an excuse for T1 or ends up saying that T1 deserved to be there, or it was just bad luck, or you know, something kind of didn't go their way, is wrong. They should have came out way better than on Cloud9. That was pathetic performance. You guys know my picks were Sentinels and T1 to go to Masters, and both of them ended up playing each other right here. It was really, really weird. Again, you see the retake right here. You see them just push in, and you see right now it's going to be a 4v3. You're going to see how they handle this. You're going to see a double swing right here. This has to be a teammate coordinated effort. You see the double swing, wonderful double swing. You immediately see Dazed and Curry back up. Again, the retake is flawless. You got an op sitting in the back. You have Shazam sitting in the back, basically playing a spawn. And you're going to see them clutch this up, and T1 go ahead right here with a great play from Curry. Curry's going to make a great swing right here and pick off the op. This is just what you call greatness. You're going to see, boom, Curry's going to be right there. Go back, fake the defuse, get it halfway. I definitely recommend you guys always getting it halfway before you fake, because pros don't fake. And boom, he's going to get the kill on Zombs. That's how you retake A. That's how you play the B site perfectly. That is exactly how you do it. But what gets weird here is that they play this correctly. Excuse me, everybody in these ads. They do that, and then they don't do it the next round. So you're going to see they're going to be like, okay, they can retake A. Let's press B. Let's see our chances on B right here, right? That's what Sentinels are asking. That's what Sentinels are saying to themselves. And instead of doing the exact same thing they did last round, which they play up, and they played them right here, Curry is going to go to the back. He's going to jiggle peek it, but then he's going to go to the back, and you're not going to see any plays made here. Why is Jet over here on B? I understand that they probably know that it's B, but they need to set up the exact same way. Again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Don't do it. And you're going to see this right here. You're going to see him pushed up. He's there playing Viper. Killjoy may be here, but again, he backs up for what reason? He's already rotating. It doesn't make any sense. Even though they got a pick, it doesn't make much sense to me. I don't understand why they do that. Right here, he could have easily cut this off. He could have got info. He could have got everything going right here. Now it's 4v4. There's picks. And then they're just going to flood the B site. They put the wall up. There's no intel going on. Six going to wall it off because he's a fucking beast Sage. And he's going to play phenomenally. And you're going to see them lose this round. Now, I can sit here and point that out all day. But what I really wanted to point out to you guys was the fact of, let me see if I can find it right here. And again, you're going to see them just essentially get picked off. That nobody's pushing. Nobody's making any rotations. Nobody's doing anything in here. The site's lost. It's over. They just essentially back up. Now, this is where it got very frustrating for me because T1 goes up. Excuse me. Yeah, T1 ends up going up 10. It's 10-10. I got to find the clutch here. All right, so they end up going up 11-10. On this, is it this one? Is it this one? I'm pretty sure it's this one. I had it in my notes. I just don't want to pull out my notes yet. Give me a second. Right here, you're gonna see a 2v1 clutch right here, man. And this just can't happen, man. I don't understand this play. I don't get it. I know Six hot. I understand he's going good. I don't know what Scott was doing right there. He just gets picked off. Why isn't he playing the corner right here? Again, I know Scott's great. He had a great series, but again, him just sitting right there is a sitting duck, man. He should have been playing right here and playing this alleyway and then being able to enforce or help his team on the back side and being able to trade with them. He doesn't do that at all. At least try and get a flank going. He doesn't do that, and he's just a sitting duck. Six sees that. It's just easy kills for him. So free, man. It's so free. But right here, It isn't free. So you got Spider with this ult out, Curry with his ult. He's got everything. You got all these Vipers ults going on. You got all this stuff going on. Daze goes and peeks the box, peeks yellow. Don't understand that. But again, it's a 3v4 situation, or excuse me, a 2v4 situation. And you're going to have Curry. He's going to pick off 2 right here. It makes a great play. What a great play from Curry. Right here, it's a 2v2 situation. Spider's going to see another one. He's going to get the pick on the rotate. He's going to play it right. He's going to see the spike go down. And he's going to get the rotate. He's going to call it out. He's going to say, hey, they're going A. They're going to rotate. They got 24 seconds left. Sick does the right thing. Brain IQ right here. 100 IQ. 1,000 IQ, not 100. He's going to make the rotate over to B. Splendid play from Sick. But here is the problem. When you're playing against a player, these elite players, the number one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to give them any leeway. Sentinels does the right thing, or not Sentinels, excuse me. T1 does the right thing right here. They play A and then they rotate to B together. And this is exactly what you want to do on these plays. You want to make sure that these things happen. You want to make sure that all of this is being together. There should never be one-on-one plays right here. You see Curry has got 56 health. You got Spider at 100 health. Nobody has shields going into this. And this is the play that I want to make, and I want to make clear. Do not at all bait your teammates. Honestly, I'm not going to say that he did that. I'm not going to say that that's what happened. But it makes it seem like that when somebody peeks, they die, and then you swing with them. It really, instead of double swinging together, it really, really feels like that, especially with a smoke going on. And I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. I don't know what happened right here. I don't understand. I mean, Spider completely whiffs right here. So he gets a whiff. Look, at this moment, after Spider gets picked, great aim by Sick. The number one thing Curry needs to do in this situation is he needs to make sure he plays the smoke correctly. Sick just picked somebody off right here. You know where he's at. Spider's making the call out. At this point, there's not enough time for the brain to register, or for you to register. He's right there. Curry at this moment needs to back up, let Sick play that, and then fake the defuse or defuse and then play the 1v1. Instead, he swings. Exactly. Remember, Curry just did this. I just showed you what Curry did. Instead, he swings again. And it's easy pickings for Sick. And that is what lost T1 the game. That's how they lost. It is an unfortunate circumstance because you guys know I wanted to see T1 do really well. It's unfortunate that Sin and T1 ended up meeting together, man. It sucks. My predictions out the window. I don't even know if Sentinels are going to make it. I hope they do now. But it's so frustrating, especially when you see little mistakes, man. Especially when you see little mistakes. Shout out to Sentinels. They played great. This was a great matchup, man. It sucks that one of these teams had to go home. I really didn't want to see it. I really like both of these teams. They're really, really good. But again, they both came out flat in their first matchup, and that's why they're in the losers bracket. Sentinels did not look great really all weekend, other than Sick really just putting him on his back and saying, hey, look, I'm going to carry you. You know, Sage mains, we out here. We love Sick, man. We love it. We loving it right now. But again, it really, really, really sucks to see one of these teams go home. If you see hear my laptop just fucking going crazy over here. I don't know why it always does this. But it sucks to see them go home. It was a great game nonetheless. And again, my prediction is wrong, and I will gladly accept that my predictions are wrong. T1 did not move on and will not be going to Masters, sadly. But again, to the best team, always competition is about the best team. I want to see the best team and the better team come out of the games, and that's what happened. All right, so let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought. Do you guys agree with me? Do you disagree with me? You guys know how it goes, man. Criticism is always welcomed on the channel. The only thing that I don't really want to hear, man, is I don't want to hear people talking about Sentinels or T1, how somebody scraped by. These are all great teams, okay? I understand these are really, really good teams, but I also don't want to hear people keep saying T1 like they basically played very well when they didn't, man. The first series against C9 Blue was terrible. It's atrocious, especially on Icebox. They played Icebox against Blue, and they played them against Sentinels. They got what they wanted. That's one of their better maps, and they shit the bed. I mean, honestly, I can't really say nothing else other than that. They had a chance to tie it and to really get an advantage on Sentinels multiple times, and they didn't do it. There's somebody in the comment section who just said T1 keeps tossing away their advantage by ego peeking every single time, even though there's no need to. Exactly, man. It just doesn't look like T1 is learning their lessons. I said this last time for challengers. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know. I know that they're really good and they all got good aim. Spider and Skadoodle and Curry, they're all really good. But when you play against top tier talent, it's no longer about just your aim. It's about strategy, and it's about up here disciplined, and you've seen Sentinels, they were the more disciplined team. Again, thank you guys for tuning into the video. It's your host, Az. Bless up. As always, God bless. More of these videos coming up tomorrow or Sunday. We'll have a player profile for you guys. We'll go over one of my favorite players to look at. We'll talk about that later, and then we'll go from there. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next Valorant scouting video.